Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Watch motion. Watch motion. Right here, guys. Fight 51.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
180. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 2nd down now. It's Barber. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Fight 51. Mike 51. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Gurley again here on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run on first down. Brown, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, exit.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. You wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11, torn ACL, out for the year. He was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, alert 3. Check 13. Check 13.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Mike 20. Maverick. They're running.
Now Goff on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They run with Logan. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
To throw is Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abuka in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Ndamukong Suh in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long. It's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll run it here with Logan. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check 37. Check 37. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now Winston. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorites.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Barber on 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston. That's complete to Auclair, the tight end. 12 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Logan. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Check. Slam. Tighten up. Flip. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check. Fresno. Slam. Set it. Let him go.
This is Logan. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Winston gives to Barber. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Sponge. No. Quick edge. Come.
Again they run with Gurley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Like 20. 50. Now you won. And what's the ball?
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Out of the gun. Gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Like 20. Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run. This is Brown. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
He's checking.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now a give, right side. Logan. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Tried to get it on the edge there, but there was no seal, nowhere to go, had to step out.
Yeah, sometimes the defense just wins those battles because ordinarily the guy setting the edge, offensive tackle, tight end, H-back, someone of that caliber, wasn't there on that play. Defense wins it in a big way. No gain at all for the offense.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
180. Go, Mike 51.
Here's Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for our Rams. First down.
Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. Check the hot read. Kill. Super one.
Goff now looking to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll run on first down. It's Barber. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready. Blue lane. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Jameis now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Here's Barber. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. They often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
4th down, Winston. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll have a first down past the 40. And down right around the 37. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 37-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
51's the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 951. Hey, let's Kill.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. 25 yards that time.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, left side here. That's complete to Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On third down, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. That'll bring up second down. Second down, it's Henderson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Rams on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. Call. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Result of the play, first down and goal.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Here's Barber. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
6-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we...
Young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering.